Why in a minute. Always happens, doesn't it? Just before my live. And now I am all completely not organised. And I need to calm down. Right. I'm just going to put some foundation on while you're all joining me. Hello, Maria. I'm really sorry I'm late. Just as I was getting ready to come and do my live, someone tried to hack into my YouTube account, my Google account. And it said they were signing in from a MacBook, and I don't have a MacBook. So I had to drop everything and sort that out. So I was getting myself organised, and now I'm not organised at all. But I couldn't afford someone to hack into it's the Google account that's associated with my YouTube channel. So that just wasn't going to happen. Thankfully, I've got the 2-step notification thing. So it informed me. And I was quickly able to say, no, it's not me. And then reset my password. But these people. So I was trying to look for a palette, which I've lost. And I've got a vague idea of what I'm going to do, but it will develop as it goes along. I'm just putting this Tom Ford foundation on. Now, I wanted to show you in a minute, once I've got a bit of makeup on. As you know, I modelled some earrings a couple of weeks ago. By this sort of home company, she's sort of on Etsy, called Lulu Bon Creations. And I just loved her earrings when I saw them on Etsy. And I bought this pair, you'll probably remember, the pink and red pair in hearts. And I loved them so much, I ordered another couple of pairs in different. One was in pink and red, and the other one was in lilac, because you know I've got lilac. And anyway, I featured her quite a bit on my Instagram page. And as a thank you, she sent me an extra pair of earrings. And the extra pair are so beautiful that I just have to put them on today. I'm just going to mix a bit of both of those under my chin. So I know I'm going to do that. And I wanted to show you also that I managed to get another couple of those MAC liners from ASOS, 20% off. My sister, thanks to my sister telling me that I could get 20% off on ASOS, I managed to get them 20% off. Nina sends her regards, she's working today. Okay, thank you there, Shahina. Right, I'm just going to put, I'm putting the honey one now under my eyes. See, I'm all of a dither. It doesn't matter, because you can see at the moment my pigmentation probably needs a bit of honey to even out my skin tone, and then I'll put some brightening underneath as well. Hello, Bushra. So I'm going to show you these earrings. They're so beautiful. And then I had an awful feeling that Mick might try and call me during my live. So I quickly sent him a text saying, I'm doing my live until 2. Don't ring me. Because he often rings me in his lunch break. Right, I'll put a little bit of this on my eyes because my eyes are a bit discoloured. The calming effect of makeup. Also, I'm feeling a bit flat today because I went to see my dad this morning, and the last couple of days he's really not looked very well. Hello to people who are watching and not commenting. Ah, thank you for remembering them, Shahina. Yeah, see, he's not good at the moment, my dad. He's not singing with us anymore. And this morning I didn't think he even recognised me or my sister. I did change the passwords. As soon as I got the notification, that's why I'm late. I thought I've got to do this now. I can't wait. Especially with it being my YouTube account. Hello, Nicole. And I made it so obscure that I don't even remember it. But I've got ways and means of getting it when I need it. Right, I want some powder. I'm going to put a bit of bronzer on. Now I'm putting shade 3, tan on. I'm reserving the medium one for the winter months because I'm definitely tan at the moment. Soon as the sun comes out, that's me. I've gone. I'm tanned. And it's not because I sunbathe. Right. I like to put the cream bronzer on before my powder because obviously powder goes better over cream. And I'm just going to put, because I'm not organised, I had a bag that I took out. Did I see Wayne Goss's review on the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer? No, what did he say? What did he say about it? Did he like it or not like it? He doesn't like it. Oh. Why does he hate it? I'll have to go and watch it, but I'm just catching up with you ladies. Why does he not like it? Excuse me for being a little bit cynical. Could it be that he's got a bronzer? Sorry, Wayne. He said the colours are off. They do look a bit dark in the pan. So that's why he doesn't like it. Too orange on the skin. You see, the fair one is quite cool. But definitely the medium and the tan are quite orange. Right. So that's my base on. Now I wanted to show you. Remember I showed you these liners last week? This one. In the lilac. Well, I got another 2 from ASOS. It'll be the fair one that's got a bit of green in it, probably. So I got a cobalt blue, which I think I shall put on today. And they do last. They're very waxy. They remind me very much of the Daniel Sandler ones. They've got that same twist up. And they're quite waxy and they stay on. So the thing is, they're harder to get on, but once you've got them on, they stay put. And then, so you know I got that one last week. These are the new MAC pencils, by the way. They're called Colour XS Gel Pencil. I like it with the brush as well. I think the brush is definitely something, you know, I'm not always a fan of brushes that come out with things, but I think the brush works beautifully with it. Now I got the cobalt blue and I got the teal, and actually they look beautiful together. I'm going to show you what I mean. You might think, why are you going to put those on together? But especially today, because I'm wearing navy and white. So what I would do is I'll put this teal. Now you do have to go back and forward a bit, because as I said, they're very waxy. But that's why they stay on, because they're quite waxy. So I'm just putting this in my lower waterline to show you what I mean. I'll do one eye. And my sister said to me, can you put that kind of colour in your upper waterline? I said, yes, of course you can. You can do whatever you like. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. It kind of opens up your eye a bit. And I'm a bit like Sam, or is it Nikki? No, it's Nikki Chapman. I quite like the feel of doing this. It kind of opens up your eye. Can you see what I mean? Because it's a light colour. So, you're not really supposed to go over this bit, but I'm going to. Because you've got a little tear duct there. You block up your tear duct. Right, so that is the teal. But now look, if I put this on, and someone was modelling these two together. So now I'm going to put underneath, not in the waterline, but just directly underneath it, the cobalt blue. And this is a great look, even if you don't put any eyeshadow. It's a great look when you're wearing navy and white, because it's very sort of sailor-like. I've got a stomach rumbling because I've forgotten to eat this morning. I'm very naughty. I forget to eat. So I'm going to put this on the upper line. And the blue will obviously make my brown eyes pop a bit more. But the teal is a nice contrast with it. Let me just pull this out a bit, because it does drag a bit, as I say. It's not like Victoria Beckham, nice and soft and goes on in one stroke. But the advantage of that is that it stays put once it's on. I know I'm going nuts here. See, just a nice little, if you want to have a look that doesn't actually have eye makeup. I'll do the other one while we're talking. So I didn't think the colours looked bad on Wayne. Blue eyeliner always reminds me of my favourite classroom assistant. Yeah, well, it was a big thing in the 80s. Hello, Rachel. Let me say hello to you. It's a big thing in the 80s, wasn't it? Because Diana used to wear bright blue in a waterline. So, hello, Shahina, Bushra, Maria, Nicole, Shahina, Terry, hello. Little Len, hello. Bushra, hello. Is this your first time here, Little Len, or do you watch and don't comment normally? Hello anyway, and welcome. I think I've said hello to everyone else. Yeah, Royal Bright Blue. She used to put that in her waterline. I'm kind of doing the opposite because I'm putting this. Let me take the other one again. So these are quite good and they do stay put. But as I said, they drag a bit because you have to swipe them a lot. But that's what makes them last. So this one I'm going to put in my waterline. But you don't have to sharpen them. They're the twist up ones. And then I'm going to do the blue. Now, you could, you know, if you wanted to put eye makeup on, you don't have to then go for blue. You can then put in something like a bronze or something, which I might just do. So now I'm putting the cobalt blue underneath. Twist up liners are your favourite. These are so similar to Daniel's. The only advantage of the matte ones over Daniel's is that they've got more colours. Daniel does one in a kind of really nice navy. It's a sort of purpley navy. And he's got a brown one, a black one, and a teal one. I think he used to do a purple one, but I don't think he stocks it anymore. But they're very similar to those. Oh, I didn't put that teal in my upper waterline, did I? Let me do that now. The other thing you can do in your upper waterline is to do the white. Like, you know, the white or the cream shade, like in the eye cheek, because it, again, is very good for opening up your eyes, especially if you're short-sighted, myopic, and you wear glasses, because it just extends the white of your eyes, so it makes your eyes look bigger. And when you put on glasses when you're short-sighted, it makes your eyes look smaller, so it just kind of compensates. So there, you see, and it kind of works with a navy blue. Now the thing is, I've got such hooded lids now that I need something in the socket, otherwise I've almost got a mono lid, because you can't see my mobile lid anymore unless I do that. So I will do that. And do you know what I think I'm going to do? First of all, is I'm going to use this Huda Beauty. Now, what I was looking for is I got another Huda Beauty box from Cohorted, and it had a palette in it. And I've got the box down here and the palette's not in there. So I've taken it out to swatch it, probably to my sister, and I've put it somewhere else and I couldn't find it. I was going to look for it, and then, of course, I got hacked. So I'm going to just do this. So, but I really like this and I've been using it a lot. So you've got the cream. This is the Huda Beauty Double Day Eyeshadow Duo. So you've got the cream on the bottom, and it's so simple, and actually it will go really nicely with this because it's a contrast. Rather than putting more blue on your eyes, it's a contrast with the sort of cool and the warm. Now obviously you probably want to put your liner on after this, but I just wanted to show you that liner. So that's the cream. So simple. And then you can do it all with your fingers, and then the powder that goes over the top, in the top. And it looks really pretty, and it's just so quick. And then all I need now is a sort of, I feel because of my hooded lids, I need a kind of a darker matte brown to go into the socket. Otherwise, you can't, it just, the hood just, ever since I started on Baclofen, I've always had hooded lids. But I'm on this tablet called Baclofen. And I don't know whether Maria said she was on it as well. But it's basically for hyperspasticity in the legs. So when you get contractions of the muscles, and it's not for people that have just got tense muscles because they over-exercise. It is basically for people that have got this muscle spasms due to something going on with their nervous system. So I think they use it, they definitely use it in stroke because my dad's on it. And I think they might use it in MS as well. Anything where the nerve supply is causing the muscle damage. But the problem is it relaxes the muscles. But ever since I started on it, my hoodedness has got worse. And about 6 months ago, they upped my dose. Only by half a tablet, but it's getting even worse again. Because you can't tell a tablet. You can tell, a tablet can tell your body to relax the muscles, but it can't tell your body which muscles to relax and which ones to ignore. And I've definitely noticed since I've been on it that I'm getting this. Eventually, I think it's going to get so bad that this is actually going to go over my eye. Can you see? And I'm probably going to have to, I mean, the advantage of it being really bad is that I'll probably be able to get it done on the NHS rather than pay to go privately, which also means not only will I not have to pay for it, but I know that I'll end up with a good surgeon that is NHS approved. But I think that will eventually be the case. Don't worry, Bridget, I was late as well. You had to add some pounds to Daisy's school lunch fund. Do you know what, Maria? I've got that on mine. But there is, you have to watch it. But there's a thing called auto top up. Because I kept getting calls from the school saying Jack's got no money in his account for his dinner. And hello, MS. Hello, Ali. Hello, everyone. And you can do this auto top up. But you have to watch because then Jack starts treating all his friends, knowing that it's going to automatically replenish when it gets to a certain thing. And I get lazy then checking what he's spending it on. But yeah, there is an auto top up that you can do. Have a look. If it's the same thing, message me afterwards on Facebook Messenger, and we'll talk about it and we'll see if we're on the same thing. It's called Parent Pay, the one I'm on. And you can just auto top up. Because I used to get that. The school would ring me and I'd think, oh, crumbs, he's got no money to buy his lunch. It just takes the stress away. Now, I'm just looking now quickly for, I want a matte brown. Ah, I know, save me getting up because I'm a bit achy and a bit lymphedema-y today, but I don't need to get up because pigment is pigment, she says. Where is it? I just had it. Where are you? Honestly, I swear sometimes I'm going mad. There you are. Pigment is pigment. I'm going to use the bronzer. Can you get eyelids covered by your insurance? Right, I'm in the UK. I don't have medical insurance. And to be honest, with spina bifida, even if I paid to get medical insurance, they wouldn't cover me. So it's NHS or you go private. But I think when it gets to a point where it's actually hanging over your eye and disturbing your vision, which it's nearly at that point, and because it's also caused by medication, I can probably get it done on the NHS. It shows that the other parents are not attentive to their child's needs. Jack is so generous with you. Yeah. Well, he says, he did say to me, he said, Mum, I feel sorry for some of the kids. Some of the parents. And I mean, look, I'm not going to be judgmental because you don't know what financial situation people are in. But he said that some of the parents give them £2 a day. And Jack said that if you buy a drink and a packet of crisps, that's £2 gone. I mean, I know you can have water from the fountain, so, but £2 a day, even with the school meal prices, is not a lot. But as I said, I'm not going to be judgmental because people might be on very low incomes. But then give them a packed lunch. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to judge people because everybody is in a different position financially, and I don't want to be cruel. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I did yesterday. I went to Aldi, and I don't use, by the way, I'm putting this cream bronzer in the socket, which you can do. Can you see? And then I just dab a bit in the corner, so you can use it as an eyeshadow. I went to Aldi yesterday. Now, I went in with an exact idea of what I wanted. I didn't get distracted apart from one thing, which was this aftershave that is £240 from John Lewis. They're doing a dupe of it. And I got that for Jack to give his dad for Father's Day, and one for my dad. And oh, we're talking about free school meals. Yeah. Now, so I went into Aldi and I got so much I could barely hold it all because I had my mobility scooter. So what I do is I take a basket and I also take a bag, and I fill the bag and I fill the basket, and I empty my bag at the end. And I had stuff like cereal, and I bought about 3 bagfuls of shopping, and we're talking about some mince to do a chili con carne, you know, all the ingredients for a chili con carne, mince, tomatoes, whatever. I got some salmon steaks. I got tuna. I got 2 big packets of grated cheese. I got tea bags. I got cappuccino. I got 3 bags of fruit, veg, whatever, and it came to £42 in Aldi. So you can I mean, I just shop at Aldi now all the time because it is so much cheaper than anywhere else. Now, so that is the bronzer used in my socket, and I am going to get a mascara. Let's put on a mascara. Now, I want black mascara this time. It's another thing. I wish Charlotte... Does it look... Oh, it does look different. I hadn't noticed that. So, I keep picking up the Dream Pop one, but actually, there's the difference. So, the black one has got a gold triangle, and the Dream Pop one has got the burgundy triangle. Because I keep picking up the wrong one. Excuse me, just going to wipe my nose off camera. And before I go, I've got to show you these earrings because they are so beautiful, and give another shout out to the person that made them because they're pretty. Yeah, Jack's quite good at saving up money as well. And he says, oh, I'll buy this and I'll buy that, Mum. And I won't let him use his money to buy food, because I think, you know, I just think that I'm his mum. I should be buying food. He shouldn't be using pocket money that he saved up for food, unless it's sort of really extra. He told me that there's a shop near the school that lets them buy energy drinks. And I threatened to go and report them. He goes, "Don't do that, Mum, please." He said, "I won't buy it, but..." Because I stopped him. He started to get addicted to this drink. And it was like an energy drink, but it was so full of sugar. And I'm not an obsessive person when it comes to, oh, don't eat that and don't eat that. But this, we actually both felt, me and Mick, that we had to just stop him from drinking it, because the more he drank, the more he wanted. It was called Mountain Dew. And when I looked at the sugar content in it, it was more than Coke, and Coke's bad. But the more he drank of it, the more he wanted of it. And I'd started getting it in when my dad was ill, because they sold it at the shop in the hospital. And I just thought, oh, Mountain Dew sounds all right. And then he was going, "Can you get me more Mountain Dew? Can you get me more Mountain Dew?" And then I looked it up and I realised that he was getting addicted to it. Yeah, exactly. So there was caffeine and sugar. So now we won't let him get it. Every now and again, we'll get him one. And that's it. He's not allowed another one for at least a month. But that's on the very odd occasion we'll give in and let him have one. But we stopped it. Said, "You're not having it anymore." And as I say, I very rarely say you can't eat or you can't drink this, because I worked in eating disorders. I think if you ban foods, then they want them more. It makes it a treat. And I saw so many people with unhealthy relationship to food that I'm very wary of banning things. But I did ban that. Right, anyway, I'm going to put some of this on. This is a highlighter from MAC, just because it's here and I've not got myself organised. But this is called Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Whisper of Gilt. There was a girl at Jack's school and her mother was constantly saying, "She can't have that, she can't have this, she can't have the other." And she used to walk around with carrots in her pocket. And if she was hungry, she'd give her a carrot. And I honestly felt like this poor girl was like a rabbit, you know, giving her carrots. And this girl, I'm not joking you, she was really thin. But okay, some people are naturally thin, but she looked anemic. She looked anemic. And I think it's about attitudes to food. It's not just what you eat. It's the relationship that you have with food. Now, I'm just putting this highlighter in the usual places. Yeah. And I think because he'd watched a lot of stuff from the States on YouTube, he'd got into Mountain Dew. But it really was. He was quite addicted to it. So that's the skin finish. You can actually get a big brush and put this all over your skin for a nice healthy glow. It looks lovely in the summer. And they've brought out different versions of this. This is called Whisper of Gilt. Let me just swatch this. It's a really nice highlighter. There we go. That by MAC. But if you get a big fluffy brush like this, is that my bronzing brush? Yeah. You can just take obviously just do that and then give it a good tap. And you can put it all over to get that really healthy summer glow. Looks lovely when you've got bronzer on. And you go out in the... And then you can just get one of these smaller brushes and use it as a highlighter. And if you wet the brush, you get real pop. Right, now I haven't bought any lipsticks here at all. So let's just pick up this one. I looked up this spring break that I used. I'm going to use it again today. But I looked at it up on Google, and I don't think she's making them anymore. Oh no, it wasn't this one. It was the demi matte one that I couldn't find anymore. The demi matte ones, this one. I don't think she's making these anymore. And yet these were lovely. They're really creamy. I'm going to put this on. It's called Spring Break. And a nice pink always goes nicely with navy. Hello, Rebecca. And I'll put a little pop on my cheeks. Like that. Now, let me show you these earrings. Yeah, I wish I'd spoken to you ladies from the States at the time. But anyway, he doesn't drink it anymore. Now, as I said, I would remember the earrings that I ordered a few weeks ago that were pink and red. And then I modelled them on my Instagram page. And I tagged the lady that makes them. Now, she's just, when I say just, she makes the stuff at home. They're handmade, right? She's not a massive business like Zara, you know. And that's the great thing about Etsy is you get these handmade gifts that people make, probably at home. I don't know. And I like to support businesses like that. And I also, because the earrings are just so much more imaginative than a lot of stuff that you get from big shops. A lot of them are quite frankly boring, apart from the ones that I got from Zara that with the little watering cans that I was wearing last week. So anyway, I so love these earrings that I got another pair, but I got them in a heart shape to wear when I'm wearing my pink and red. Now, she sells these for £10 each, £10 a pair, which I think is quite reasonable. And it's Lulu Bon Creations. Now, I'm giving her a big shout out today because as a thank you for me featuring her on my Instagram page, she sent me, I ordered 2 and she sent me a free pair. And the free pair are gorgeous. Now, this is the other pair that I purchased to go with some of my lilac. Really nice. And then this is the free pair. And I'm going to put them on. And I'm going to... It's called Lulu Bon. Again, I'll message you if you want, Maria. And I'll send you the link. Lulubon. Can you see that? Lulu Bon Creations. And you'll find it on Etsy. Right? They're all £10 a pair. I think they're all £10. The ones that I bought are £10 a pair. This is the pair she sent me with a little note saying, oh, hey, I'm going to tease you for a moment longer. Hi, Alison. Thank you so much for your second order. I've popped in a brand new design never seen before. I hope you like it, Kirsten. Right? Look at these. She must know me. She must know me because they're little clouds. I'm going to put them on now. Got to put them on now. They do look well made and good quality. So, you know, I'm always happy to promote someone that shows her appreciation for the fact that I've shown my appreciation. Look at that. Aren't they cute? Clouds. So, and they've got lovely plastic backs. I'm just going to put that on. So if you want to look out for her, I'll put the link under this video. She's on Etsy and it's Lulu Bon Creations and her name is Kirsten. And I'm also going to tag her in my Instagram when I put up a picture of me later. Hello, Pam's Journey. And these would go even better when I'm wearing lilac, but I think they go with this outfit as well. You don't want to match everything completely. Just not if you've got toddlers nearby, because they'll grab the ears. I definitely won't be wearing these when my step-grandson comes around, because the first thing he'll do is grab. I just think they're so cute. So thank you to Lulu Bon, Kirsten at Lulu Bon Creations. We're missing Stacey and Tria. Yes, we are. Where's Stacey? You look instantly taller. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it, about long earrings? It makes you look taller. You're right. Right, who else has joined? Pam's Journey. Hello, Pam's Journey. I'm just looking back now. Hello, Rebecca. I think everyone else I've said hello. Yeah, so Shahida's saying she thought Mountain Dew was just an ordinary fizzy drink, not an energy drink. I think you're right. I don't think it's classed as an energy drink. But Shahina, if you look at the amount of sugar in it, there's the sugar, but there must be something in it, because Jack just got completely addicted to it. And the more I bought for him, the more he wanted it. So I was saying, right, I'll get you a couple of bottles. I picked him up at the hospital. And then he'd say, Mum, can you get me 3 bottles? Mum, can you get me 4 bottles? And before I knew it, I was looking in the bin, like you get them and you don't think about it. And then, you know, when you're doing your recycling at the end of the week, I was thinking, my God, there's like 20 bottles of Mountain Dew in there. And then I started to look at what was on the label and realised he was really getting addicted to it. We have a market in Walthamstow. I've ended up freezing certain items like tomatoes, chilies, herbs for cooking. That's a really good idea, Shahina. Maria, nobody's supposed to sell energy drinks to under 18s, or is it under 16s? But then certainly not. But Jack said that this shop near his school is apparently just selling them anyway to all the kids coming out of school. I definitely, at the moment, I'll tell you something. I need some omega-3. I stopped taking my multivitamins with omega-3. And suddenly yesterday, I had a craving for rice, salmon, and a tomato and red onion salad with avocado in it. And the salmon and the avocado have got omega-3. So that's what I'm going to prepare today. Aspartame, yeah, that's sweetener. Mountain Dew is popular in Southeast Asia. Well, I'm telling you, it's one of the things, one of the very few things. I always say to Jack, everything in moderation. I even allow him to have Coke, but I try and encourage him to drink diet as well. But even with those two, try and get him onto fruit juice, so he's got a variety of things. And that's the way I've always talked to Jack, is no foods are banned, apart from Mountain Dew. No foods or drinks are banned. Everything in moderation. Because I don't want him to suddenly go off to university and then just go mad drinking loads of Coke, because I've banned it from him for the last 6 years. And that's what I used to see when I worked in an eating disorder unit, is that they had fear foods. So the people that had anorexia had fear foods because they'd been told to avoid it. And the people that had obesity, that were in the obesity clinic, had started to comfort eat using things that they'd been told to avoid. So I'm always aware that it's about the relationship as well. It's just a very difficult one. And that's the way I deal with it as a parent, is, right, you're drinking too much of that now, so try and have a bit of that. Rather than that's banned, that's forbidden. Because let's face it, if we go on a diet and say don't eat chocolate, we're not going to avoid eating chocolate. What do we want to eat? Chocolate. And food is supposed to be something that you just eat to survive. What's that saying? We should eat to live, not live to eat. And that's the difference. And as I saw it in Jack's school. So many people. I went mad because one of his school teachers said, you shouldn't eat butter, it makes you fat. And I went up to school, I went berserk. I said, you don't say that any food makes you fat. Any food, if you have too much of it, will make you ill. But you never say that, because then you introduce fear foods. That's right, Terry, but you shouldn't give it up. You cut back. Do you know, I'll tell you a little story. I lost, a few years back, I'll show you some pictures. You may have seen some of them on Instagram. But about 2012, I was seeing my spina bifida consultant, and I said to him, the pain in my back is becoming unbearable. And he said, right, I'm going to start using these pain patches on you. He said, but I'll tell you now, it will help if you lose weight. You know, that thing that doctors always say. It will help if you lose weight. Now, if someone had said to me at the time, my pain was so horrendous, I just can't describe it. If someone had said to me, if you dye your eyebrows green, you will get rid of your pain, I would have dyed my eyebrows green, right? Or if you tattoo a lion on your face, I would have tattooed a lion on my face, right? And the minute he said that, I was, right, okay. So, and this was when I wasn't using my mobility scooter. So what I did is I said, right, I am going to lose weight, but I'm going to do it via CBT. And I'd done enough CBT in my work to know how to trick my brain. And one thing I wasn't going to do, having spent years being on stupid faddy diets, and I tried them all, was going to start saying, right, you can't have this and you can't have that and you can't have the other. I was going to trick my brain. And I lost weight really successfully. I went down to a size 8. And actually, I think my consultant, when he saw me the next time, thought I had an eating disorder. And so did a lot of the staff on the unit. Which was really funny because I didn't. But what I did is thank you, Shahina. So what I did is every night, I can't bear doing exercise in front of people, but I put on a video of Rosemary Conley. And when Mick was out in the pub and Jack was asleep, because he was very young then, I'd stick this tape on. And at first I couldn't do a lot because it caused me so much pain. But gradually over time, I got to be able to do more and more. And then I swapped it over for a salsa size, I think it was, once I'd got used to doing it. So I was doing that. And then I had that app, the Fitness Pal app, that you could basically, you know, if you did a bit of exercise, that meant you could eat a bit more if you wanted to, kind of thing. So you could work it out. But the other thing I did, and I remember that one of the things was when I was at work at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd get that sugar dip, you know, where you just suddenly feel like you're going to fall asleep. And I'd got into a habit of eating biscuits at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And rather than say, you can't eat biscuits anymore, I tricked myself. And I'm sure this is what that thing Noom does, by the way. So what I did is I bought myself a big packet of biscuits and I put them in the top drawer of my office desk. But with a great big marker pen, I wrote on the biscuits, pain. Right? So in the afternoon, I opened the drawer and I saw the biscuits and I saw the word pain. And I said to myself, do I want those biscuits more than I want to be in pain? And the answer was no. And I shut the drawer. And at the end, when I'd lost all the weight, I opened, these biscuits had gone out off their sell-by date and they still hadn't been opened. But I wasn't saying you can't have them. They were there in the drawer, ready at any time. But the word pain on them was my biggest motivation not to eat them, because I would have done anything not to be in pain. And if losing weight meant that I was not going to be in pain, then I didn't want to eat them. So that's what I did. So if you're trying to lose weight for a wedding or whatever, and you've got a particular food that you give into, just get a packet of them and write on the packet that motivation, like such and such's wedding, on the packet, and then open them. Say, yeah, I'll have one if I want, but you're going to read that first. And you can ignore it, and you tell yourself, I can ignore that at any time and open that packet and eat them if I want to. But don't say I can't have them, because the minute you say I can't have them, then you want them. And that's what I did. And if I had a real craving for something, I'd eat it. But then I would cut back on something else, rather than never, ever deny yourself anything. Ever. It's the worst thing you can do. Oh, Terry, thank you. Thank you, everyone. And it's about CBT. It's about what you do with your mind. I need to do this with smoking as well. I really do. And I'm trying to give up at the moment, and I'm not doing very well at it. But I'm going to try and use some of those techniques. But the worst thing that you can say to yourself is you can't have it anymore. It doesn't work, because all that happens is you might actually be good for 3 months and not eat biscuits and chocolates or whatever it is that you fancy eating. And then as soon as you come off the diet, you start eating it again. And then you put it all on and a bit more. And the other thing that I did, right, the other tip, and I can do another video about this if you want, but the other tip that I did is I said each week I am going to get myself used to something that I've defined in my diet that I could do better at. So, for instance, and I did this years ago, actually. One of the things is I thought, well, I drink a lot of tea. I don't have sugar in my tea, but one of the things is I can swap to skim milk. Now, for the first 7 days, skim milk tastes disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'll tell you now, if they've run out of skim milk at the shop, I cannot have semi-skimmed in my tea because it tastes like cream. And I just would rather drink it black, because all it takes is for 7 days for your taste buds to get used to something else, and then you can't go back. Same, I did it with Coke. Years ago, I used to drink Coke, and I changed to Diet Coke, And again, 7 days, it tasted disgusting. Disgusting. But after 7 days, you get used to it. And then when somebody gives you, you ask for Diet Coke in a restaurant and they give you the full fat one. You go, oh, what have you given me? This is the full fat one. It tastes disgusting. It takes 7 days. And what I did is I picked one habit a week. And I said, right, this week I'm going to swap butter for the lower fat variety. And again, it tastes awful for 7 days and then you get used to it. And they're habits that you then stay with for life because your taste buds get used to it. So, yeah, anything like that, please, I'm quite happy to do a video on it. But it's all about tricking your mind. One habit a week is a good idea. And just be prepared for the first week. You're not going to like whatever it is you swap to. It's going to taste disgusting. But after 7 days, your taste buds adjust and you can't go back to what you were having before. So here we go. Gone from makeup to diet. And now the other thing is, if I'm not hungry, I don't eat. And if I'm get full up halfway through a meal, I'll chuck it out. And that's it. If that means I eat 1 meal a day, then so be it. Who's to say you've got to eat 3 meals a day? If I'm not hungry, then my body doesn't need it. Yeah. Snacking, maybe. Snacking is the worst. Like you said, you've had to cut back in a lot of things. You've gained 38 pounds since you quit your job. When am I going to do the murder video? Shahina, I will put it out. I've done it. I've done it. I've been a bit of a wuss about putting it out because there's a lot kicking off on YouTube. And I've been a bit of a wuss because I don't want to get into the big controversy and whatever. But I'm going to put it out. I will put it out. Because I have actually prepared it. So basically all I've got to do is put it out. It's a long video. So, sorry, Shahina's asking me about the crime video. It looks to me like I should do another live talking about diet. And some of the tricks that you can play with your mind. As well, which I might do. Not because I'm a dietitian, but because I do know about CBT. So if you want that, leave a comment below and I'll do a quick live, maybe not on Wednesdays, but another day where we can have a chat about it and I can suggest little tricks. And maybe I'll do a non-live video where I go through some of the things that I did to lose weight. Diet live. Yeah, but don't call it a diet. That's the other thing. Don't call it a diet. Because a diet sort of immediately makes you think like you're having to cut back. It's all about tricks with your mind. You're not cutting back. You're not on a diet. You're not cutting back. You have to play these tricks with your mind. Definitely, I'm quite happy to do that. And I will put out the crime one. But be prepared. The one that I've prepared is an hour long. It's over an hour long. I don't know how long it's going to take me to upload. But I'm not going to edit it down. I'm just talking. But if you want to watch it while you're getting ready for bed or whatever, or watch it in little clips, then do. I'm just talking and putting a few clips in between, but it's a long video, so you might have to come back to it and watch it in sections. All right? Right, I'm going to go, but thank you all for joining me. I love you all. I love chatting to you. And I would definitely come on and do another video, another live. I'll put out something one afternoon, half an hour, and I'll talk to you about the little mind games that you can play with yourself to kind of help you to lose weight, right? Without feeling like you're depriving yourself. That's the trick. It's what you do up here, not what you're eating. It's what you do with your head. All right? Okay. Have a lovely afternoon, and don't forget to like this live and to tell your friends to subscribe to me. All right. See you all very soon. Bye-bye. Love you all. Mwah.